Martin, good to see you. It's been a busy couple of months for you, is it not? That sort of first week in January when there was a lot of speculation flying around about your future. Can you maybe just take us back to there and where your mind was at with all of that? Because it seemed strange that there was talk of you leaving when finally you were back in the team again.
Yeah, there was a lot of speculation, and obviously it was all around. I got the messages, I got the calls from so many journalists, friends, if I'm leaving or not. And I can only say that there was an offer on the table, but we sat down with the club and discussed everything together. So I was fully committed, and nothing changed in my opinion. So I have a special feeling for this club, as I always have, and I'm in a goal. So I'm really just enjoy that moment, and I can only tell that we are in discussion on possible extending the contract, but we are still in a phase. So can't tell more. I always had a special feeling for Newcastle. Since I signed, I had that bond and I have that relationship with the fans, and it's some special place for me. My two kids were born here, which is even more connection for me to the city and to the club. So from my point of view, I'm in the best league in the world. You can't compare this league to any other, and I'm trying to stay as long as I can here.
From the outside looking in, it felt a little bit like after the Arsenal game in the first leg when it looked like you maybe were going. Were you close?
No, but there was a specific offer on the table, which there was a discussion from early December, I can tell. But I always said to the Newcastle, it's basically up to you what you want to do, because I still have a contract here and my mindset was still here. So I was fully focused on my job. I was obviously playing at the time, and I said to Gaffa and everyone else, like, I don't want to think about the other things if I'm leaving or not. I'm just trying to be focused on my performances on the pitch and make most of it. And the rest of the thing I can't really affect it. So as I said, I'm just trying to enjoy my time on the pitch, make most of it, and then if we sign an extension, I will be happy.
I'm sure the manager would appreciate that approach from you, because these days a lot of footballers, when there's an offer on the table, whether it's more money or not, they can sometimes agitate to leave. But it sounds as the way you're speaking, it was always Newcastle first.
It was always the Newcastle first. It might look different because obviously I have one episode in my career where I left for a very short period. So a couple of people might think like, yeah, but there was a situation. But there was a different situation at that time, and I'm glad that I can be back where I think belong, and that's the Newcastle United dressing room. So I was always fully committed to the club. It's a special place for me, for my family, and as I said, I'm trying to stay here as long as I can.
If you take yourself back to early December, you obviously were out of the team, but I know you've always been quite comfortable with that, whatever role you have to play, and then suddenly Nick gets injured, you're thrust into the starting lineup, and here you are, you've kept the gloves.
Yeah, I was trying to just be ready for my team if they need me, trying to work on myself. Nothing really changed in my opinion. I was working hard every day, just waiting for my chance, and obviously first week in December, Nick got injured, and I was back in the goal, so tried to make most of it.
You must be really proud of your displays in recent weeks and how well you've done since you've come back into the team.
Yeah, obviously I'm happy for what we achieved together as a team. We really collect a couple of points. We did well, I have to say. Obviously we are in the final of the Carabao Cup, which is a massive for us as well. So I think we are in a great place. We have a momentum now, and if we talk about myself, I'm just happy to be on the pitch.
It felt like the good run coincided with you getting back into the team. That first game was the 4-0 against Leicester, I think, and then you went on that great run afterwards. It must have felt really good for you to be part of that good run and knowing that it coincided with you being back in between the sticks.
Yeah, obviously you need to have a good game. The first match after a really long time is very important for everyone, for keeper especially, because it's more mentally hard than physically hard for the keeper, right? So the game against Leicester, I didn't have so much to do because boys did amazing job, and then obviously we have a very good run after that. So I'm happy that I could be part of it. But as I said, I'm just trying to make most of it because I've been waiting long for this opportunity.
It feels like during that time, it feels as though the supporters have really got behind you, and it feels as though like you've reignited that closeness that you had back in the early days. Have you felt that yourself?
Yes, I felt that they've been amazing, and obviously, I would say first week in January they showed me so much love. I really appreciate that. I received so many nice messages from them, but I think they support all the players, not just me. But as you said, it reminds me like almost when I signed for the club.
Yeah.
Almost the same energy. So I really appreciate it.
What is Nick specifically, because he's been the number one for a while now, what has he been like in your time, the last couple of months since you've been number one, when he's been coming back from injury? How much has he been a support for you?
You mean Nick?
Yeah, Nick Pope, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. There was never issue between me and Nick. I think we have actually good relationship together, consider that he came to the club, he took it over from me. So many people might think that we have some beef or some tension between. That's nothing to do with that. We want to achieve something with this club together. Obviously, only one keeper can play, but I think he respects the fact that I create a good environment for him with the rest of the guys, and that's why he's trying to probably do the same thing now.
A sense from speaking to you, you've got unfinished business here that you need to deal with.
Yes.
And there's an opportunity to create history here this season at Newcastle.
Yeah, it is an opportunity for us to finally to bring some trophy here after many years. I think the fans might have a little bit 2 years ago, like the feeling like it might happen. For me at that time was a very strange situation. I was back after 6 months and both teams in the final. So many people were asking me the question, who am I going to support? I think for me it was obvious. I spent 5.5 years here. You can't compare the five years in Newcastle to 6 months in Manchester. So I was in a corner. The only negative thing was that when Manchester scored, everyone was looking at me if I'm going to celebrate or what I'm going to do. So it was a very strange feeling, but now I'm happy that we are in the final together, and I just hope that we're going to win it.
Were you at the game that day?
I was there.
Someone told me that you were away shopping, or something. They saw you shopping in the morning or something.
Yeah, I was shopping in the morning. Yeah, I was actually there a day before, and I met hundreds of Geordies on Trafalgar Square. Yeah, and I was like, I can't go there now because it's just so many people, and everyone was stopping me like, Martin, come on, surely you're gonna be in our corner. I said, yeah, I'm gonna be in our corner, right? There is no doubt, there is no question. The atmosphere, amazing. I was in a corner, in the Newcastle corner with all of the fans, so I enjoyed it.
Did you get a medal?
I got a medal.
Yeah, must have been a weird feeling, that one.
It was a weird feeling, obviously. I didn't expect it because you have just a certain amount of the medals, but they sent it to me. Strange feeling because a couple of boys and a couple of coaches approached me straight after the game. Do you want a medal now? I said no. I need to show, or we need to show some respect to my team and my club because it's been a long time since we were in the final, and it didn't work for us this time. Maybe next time. So they sent me the medal through my agency.
I guess if you were to get a winner's medal this time, it would mean a lot more, though.
Yes, because I've been here so many years, but I've been through whole competitions together with the team, so I can tell that. The 2 matches against Arsenal, they were special games. The atmosphere at St. James's Park was unbelievable. I think we just wanted more than them. You know, we just put more than any other team in this competition. So I think we deserve to be in a final.
Did the prospect of potentially having a cup final around the corner and being immortalised at this football club, winning a trophy, being part of that team, did that form part of your thinking? Did you think, hang on, why would I leave now when I've got a potential cup final? Did you even go there?
No, I don't think that have any effect on my decision because basically it's not only my decision. I sat down with the club and we make a decision that the best for both parties will be if I stay here. And I think the manager and then sporting directors, they respect the fact that I didn't push my way. And I wanted to stay, and I was committed to the team, and maybe that's why they opened the conversation to extend the contract. Maybe that's the reason, maybe as well. Before the cup final, you've got some big games to play. None more so than this weekend away to Manchester City, who look an amazing team, amazing players, but they've dropped recently. How do you see that game in the bigger picture of the season? As you said, that before the cup final, we still have good run of the games, which we need to be focused on. The first one is Man City. For me, still one of the best teams in the world. We show in the previous matches that we can beat the top teams, and hopefully this is the right time and right opportunity for us to do it.